There are some places, some landscapes that are just burned into our collective memory, right? And Grand Teton, that's definitely one of them. But today, we're going to look past those famous mountains and dig into what really makes this place so incredibly important.
I mean, seriously, when you think of a classic American mountain range, this is probably what you're picturing, isn't it? The jagged peaks of the Tetons are they're on postcards, you're everywhere. They're the definition of wild, rugged beauty. You see them, and you know exactly where you are.
Okay, so the pictures are amazing, we get it. But what's the real value of this park? And I'm not just talking about for the hikers and the tourists, I mean for all of us, even if you never ever go there. That's the big question we're diving into.
All right, so first things first, let's get a handle on the park's basic identity.
So where is this place? It's tucked away up in northwestern Wyoming, and it is huge. We're talking about 310,000 acres. And it's famous for, the big three. Those sky-high mountains, gorgeous blue lakes, and just a ton of amazing wildlife living out there.
Okay, so with all of that beautiful land, what can you actually do there? What's it like for the millions of people who show up every year? Let's talk about that visitor experience.
Well, it's pretty much an adventure lover's paradise. I mean, you've got over 200 miles of trails for hiking through these insane canyons. You can get out on the water, fishing, kayaking on Jenny Lake, even rafting the Snake River. And yeah, of course, it's one of the best places to see some of that iconic wildlife. We're talking elk, moose, bears, the whole shebang.
But see, all of that is about what you can do there, right? It's about being an active visitor. But that brings up a much deeper question. What if you never go? What if you never hike a single trail? Does the park still have value? And the answer? Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's where we get into the park's hidden value, its unseen importance. We're going to peel back the layer of recreation and see what's really going on underneath.
Yeah, this is what some people call non-use benefits. Think about it. Grand Teton is like a giant guardian protecting stuff we all need, like clean air and clean water. It's a safe home for wildlife. It's preserving that amazing scenery for our kids and grandkids. And honestly, there's a real value in just knowing that a place like this exists and that it's safe. That's worth something all on its own.
And you know what? This value isn't just a warm, fuzzy feeling. It's real. The park is a legit economic powerhouse for the whole region. It makes a huge, tangible difference.
Just get a load of this. In 2023, just 1 year, the park had 3.4 million visitors. That is a staggering number of people flocking to this one spot in Wyoming. And trust me, they're bringing a lot more than just their cameras.
So what does that look like in dollars? Well, those visitors spend about $600 million every single year in the local communities. That money keeps hotels open, restaurants buzzing, and supports so many local jobs. So you see, the park isn't just saving nature, it's literally keeping whole communities going.
Okay, now let's zoom the camera out, way out, because this park isn't just some beautiful island floating by itself. Nope, it's a critical piece of a much, much bigger puzzle.
It's a cornerstone of what's called the Greater Yellowstone ecosystem. And this is a big deal. It's literally one of the largest natural ecosystems left in the entire world. So we're not just talking about an American treasure anymore. This is globally important. The Tetons are like a critical anchor holding this whole massive web of life together.
So what does that actually mean? Well, for starters, the park protects super important migration routes for animals like elk and grizzlies. The health of the park directly affects how clean the Snake River is. All those forests, they're basically sucking up carbon, helping us fight climate change. And on top of all that, it's a huge living laboratory for scientists trying to figure out our changing planet.
But look, keeping a place this important safe and sound, it's not a walk in the park. Its future is kind of hanging in the balance. It's up against some really big challenges, but there's also a lot of hope and a ton of hard work going into protecting it.
It's really a two-sided coin right now. On one side, you've got some serious problems. Way too many people in the summer, the effects of climate change, and buildings and roads that are getting old. But then you flip the coin, and there's a lot of good stuff happening. There's new money coming in for big restoration projects. We're talking planting new trees, fixing up important sagebrush areas, all because people are trying to get ahead of the problems, not just react to them.
So at the end of the day, it's so much more than just a pretty picture. Grand Teton National Park is a major player in the whole story of America's natural history. It's like a living museum that helps all of us in ways we can see, and maybe more importantly, in a whole bunch of ways we can't. So yeah, Grand Teton isn't just a destination on a map. It's a legacy. It's something we've been given to take care of. So now that we know just how valuable it is, from the hiking trails to the actual air we breathe, the real question we have to ask ourselves is, what's it going to take to make sure this legacy is still around for generations to come?